Were we not recording?
Kill me!
Guys, we've had a day. We got a morning.
We've had a morning. Ah! Michaela and I woke up bright and early.
Yes, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. to record our episode.
Because I have a flight at that we have to leave for at 11:30.
She's out. We only got her until 11:30. It's 10:33. And we've had just technology issues today. I don't know what it is. I plugged my usual hard drive in and my little Rodecaster. And I just had a feeling. We got coffee delivered mid-recording.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm going to save the audio. Just make sure we have it. And it didn't save right. So 50 minutes became 24 minutes. And it was like weird jumbled. And so now we've given up on that.
Recording a bonus.
We're doing a Patreon.
Started to do it.
Wasn't recording. So.
But everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And this is what we were saying. I think that we have a really good theme for the regular episode. And I think that there's I think there's a story out there that we didn't have. And it's waiting to be found. And that's when we'll do the episode.
I think so. I really think so. I'm looking through a bunch of stories I have saved that are like super good to get ready for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait. I actually did miss a couple big hitters.
Okay. And I did.
Yeah. So,
because it's going to be such a good episode and some beautiful things take time sometimes.
They do. They definitely do. So.
And my stomach was growling so much.
We needed the coffee. We got Alfred's. I did like a pumpkin spice cold latte.
Is it yummy?
It's pretty good. The first sip I accidentally got like just a glug of syrup from the bottom.
Yeah.
That's
not right.
Not
and
good.
It shouldn't have been.
But now that I've given it a stir, a little shake, we're doing good. We're doing a lot better. Really good stories coming at you for November's first bonus episode.
Yay!
Kicking it off early this year. We have an upcoming theme. It's going to be called Unique Experiences. Some of these stories might fit into that vibe. Some of them are just going to be other doozies we've found. But let's get into this. We only got you for...
Yeah, I can
55
push
minutes.
To like 11:50.
No, ma'am. We're going to get you to the airport on time. Don't you fret. Let's dive in. Okay. I'm going to piss us off right away.
It sounded like you said, I'm going to piss us off.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That is what you said.
Wait, what?
I don't know why my brain took that as like pissing, like
I'm gonna piss us off.
But like that's a normal thing to say, and I don't know why that. Wow. Okay.
I'm going to anger us.
What's wrong with me?
This one is coming from r/Am I Overreacting? It's 17 days old. It's titled, Am I Overreacting? Family made fun of me at my brother's birthday dinner, and now I want to cancel my surgery. Hey all, so tonight was my brother's birthday, and me, 21 female, my brother, his boyfriend, my mom, and my stepdad all went out to dinner. I'll make my medical history a TLDR here since there's so much to explain, but basically I've been having really awful and consistent pelvic cramps for a little over a month. This isn't supposed to happen since I'm on the pill. I have always had unbearable period pains, so I went to a new GYN. He's a fantastic doctor, had me in for labs and imaging all within 2 weeks of my first appointment with him. The imaging showed what could be 2 small endometriomas on my ovary, so he was thinking of the possibility of endometriosis. Endometriosis would make sense with all of my symptoms, but to make sure it wasn't just a bad gut flare-up, he gave me Bentyl to take. Took that for a week and still in pain, but just dizzy now, LOL. Anyways, he scheduled me for a laparoscopy in November. My mom was hesitant when I told her that I was choosing to have the surgery done. She told me it was just my gut and that she puts money on the doctors not finding anything. Endometriosis. Her opinion at first didn't really matter since it's my bio dad who's footing the bill, but what they said tonight was really painful. In the car on our way to the restaurant, my brother was asking me about what has been going on with the pain and surgery. We were talking about it, and then him and my mom started making jokes. If you've never watched Madagascar, the animated movies, there's a character named Melman whose whole thing is being a crazy and paranoid hypochondriac. They were laughing and saying that I was like him, being so paranoid about my health. I ignored it, but at the table, they brought it up again. My brother was laughing and saying that Melman should be my new nickname. I laughed along with them and pretended it didn't hurt my feelings. However, I did say, quote, well, it took 7 years for doctors to take my pain seriously. I don't expect you guys to. They brushed off the jokes they were making, saying that of course they believed I was in pain, which doesn't make sense. Why would I be in constant and worsening pain if I was perfectly healthy? I left it alone for the rest of the night to not take any attention off of my brother, but it did really hurt my feelings deep down. I've been dealing with this pain since as long as I've had a period and was always told it was normal and never a cause for concern. I feel silly for even wanting a laparoscopy now, and I'm thinking of calling my doctor to cancel it. Maybe they're right, and I am just being overdramatic about the pain. Maybe they won't even find anything in the procedure. Am I overreacting for feeling hurt about the jokes they were making and their dismissal of my pain? Is it silly to still want to go through with the procedure? If you read all of this, thank you. I just needed this off my chest.
This pissed me off so bad. You were right.
I know.
I am pissed.
I know.
I like the idea also, I think that a woman is being dramatic about like period cramps and period symptoms is so crazy to me because we're used to pain, right? So like if it's even worse, I think we're aware of that. And also it's just like such a weird reaction to have to like a family member having health issues and like needing to have a surgery, and the doctor also prescribed her something to rule out these easier options.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why would you know, like tell someone that you love and care about that they shouldn't do something that will help them, even if it is peace of mind, but like then it's, I mean, she's had pain for 7 years, like unbearable pain. So I'm just like, all she's doing by this is, you know, making sure that it isn't something, or if it is, that she can get help for that. So I just don't understand what the downside would be for family members.
There's no downside.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
Also, your brother being the one that's making fun of you, and like your mom is going along with it, which is just so fucked. But your brother,
he has no idea.
Do you have ovaries?
No.
Do you get a period? Do you go through this? Do you have any idea what I'm dealing with? No? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Why do you have an opinion on my body?
And to be so like smug and just be
Melman.
it must be a gut health issue. Obviously it's a gut health issue. Like you don't know. Why are you so, she's going to doctors about this. Like
if the doctor didn't think anything was serious, they wouldn't order certain tests. They wouldn't prescribe this medicine. They wouldn't do a surgery exploring
and
to find something.
And it can be hard to even get a doctor to take pain like that seriously in the first place.
Really hard, especially for women.
Yeah, I think that our natural inclination should be more leaning toward the side of caution when it comes to like a woman coming in and saying, hey, I'm having really bad period pain, like worse than I'm used to. Like it's unbearable pain.
Yeah.
Because that's just like historically, we're not being dramatic about that, you know?
Yeah. It's super, super strange to me. I would be pissed. I don't think you're overreacting. I think you should still go through with the surgery and get some answers. Like you're clearly going through it health-wise. And like women's health is so, it's like not really addressed in the way it should. Like endometriosis is really just starting to be studied. And what they're finding is actually insane. Like, all of these people with like endometriosis were having pains like elsewhere and like weird stuff. There's literally one person that had endometriosis and they just found the uterine tissue in her heart, and because she was having chest pain.
Yeah.
So endometriosis can also impact your heart. and you're not believing these people that they're in real pain. And then especially I think is now becoming a like more of a conversation about like, okay, you have these young women that start, you know, developing periods and start going through this new change and these new pains and whatever. But if you can't figure out, oh, well, it's a little abnormal, let's prescribe you birth control.
Yeah.
And the birth control Band-Aid, like that's really starting to be talked about.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the book is. If you want to know, I'll find it. But I just started a book about specifically all of the ways women are affected by like being left out of studies.
Invisible? It's like Invisible
Women. Yeah. And like just how many insane corners of the world it reaches into, because like when we've done like medical research, it's primarily been with white men. And so it's like, how does that affect women in all of these different situations?
Hugely.
Yeah, because we don't have the data. Like we didn't
test drugs on women like up until recently because they didn't want women's hormones that were so volatile. Like they didn't want that to impact their drug study.
Yeah.
Like men's hormones are more regular.
Like we still need that information though, because the women are going to be taking the drugs. Like
I would say it would be more important to test on women, given they're the more complex hormonal balancer, like, you know, person.
Yeah.
Like women's hormones fluctuate through 28 days. Men's hormones are 24-hour cycle. Test on the one that is the most difficult to predict.
Yeah,
because then you know that the drug is probably going to be safe for the easy one.
And another Reddit story that I read when I was looking for stories for our episode was like this guy who had a female college classmate start having like a big, like, it seemed like an anxiety attack, but she was like saying that there was something wrong and she couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the nurse was like, oh no, honey, you're just having a panic attack. And she's like, no, I have like an issue. And like she wasn't taking it seriously. Finally, they took her in and it was like, oh yeah, like if it had been any longer, this could have had permanent damage. And it's like, because they're not taking her seriously and saying, oh no, you're just stressed, when she's like, no, like I think something is happening beyond that.
No, I think there's like a big issue even with women going in for like heart attacks.
Yeah.
And just getting bombarded with like, how bad's your anxiety?
Right.
How stressed have you been lately? And it's like, I'm having a fucking heart attack. And heart attacks are already way harder with women because our symptoms aren't the same as like that pain down your arm and like they're different symptoms. So it's crazy. It's crazy that they're like making fun of her. And dude, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
It's literally your birthday and you keep making fun of your sister. Enjoy your day.
Just be like, you know what? I hope that everything turns out okay and I love you and good luck on your surgery. Like,
keep me posted. Really worried.
I don't know.
It's not hard to be supportive.
No. It's just as easy. And in fact, like creating a bad conversation at your birthday dinner is a lot worse.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Top comment. People not taking women's pain seriously is the norm, unfortunately. Not overreacting. I'm so glad you found a doctor willing to help. It won't hurt to have the surgery and get those small masses removed. Best case, all is well and it's nothing. Worst case, it is endometriosis. And finally, you know why you've been in so much pain. Endometriosis is often called the invisible woman's disease because it's so often missed and women's pain is so often dismissed. Good luck with your surgery, sending healing vibes your way.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like there's not a bad outcome of her doing this surgery and getting, like, even if it's not endometriosis, she's still not being dramatic because it's still something. Like, she's still in incredible pain for some reason. So, I don't know. Weird.
It's crazy. A lot of people sharing personal experiences in the comments. A lot of people with endometriosis and just like kind of talking about having a difficult time with doctors and getting providers to like actually believe them.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. Like I've had them on a sponsorship with the podcast in the past, but like ZocDoc, you can actually like go and read these doctors' reviews before you even get in there. So like back when I first moved to LA and was like looking for a gynecologist, like I made sure that like it was like good bedside manner and good this. Like, it's just crazy how some people can be healthcare providers and not have any compassion.
I know. And to have your default be, oh, people are probably being dramatic. Like,
people are lying to me. They're coming in here looking for something.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sure that exists, but then what's the harm in, I don't know.
Investigate.
PMO.
Yeah, PMO.
They're PMOing.
I pissed us off. Yes. Pissed me off. Pissed you off. Let's look at this next one.
Okay.
See if you get a little something. Some feelings about it.
Oh, I'll have feelings about it.
This one's been like at the top of Am I the Asshole for like weeks. And I don't know why. The title did not
speak to you.
Didn't speak to me, but it has a lot of upvotes. And every time I go to look for new stories, it's still at the top of AITA.
All right. So see if it hits for other people.
We're going to find out. I haven't read it. Blind story for both of us, all of us here. So it's coming from Am I the Asshole, 23 days old, titled, Am I the Asshole for replacing pictures of my cousins with pictures of my dog? My grandpa's birthday was a couple of weeks ago. 6 weeks before his birthday, I texted all of my siblings and cousins, there's 9 of us, and told them to send me a picture of themselves within the next 4 weeks so I could put it on a phone case for our grandpa's birthday. 2 weeks later, I sent the text again, saying I needed a picture of them, and anybody that chooses not to send a picture will be replaced by a picture of my dog. I had 3 cousins tell me to screenshot something from their Instagrams. I didn't respond. I sent a text out the day before I put in the order saying anybody that did not send a picture of themselves in the next 24 hours would be replaced by pictures of my dog. The same 3 cousins never sent pictures. Their spots have my dog in a sombrero, my dog at the pumpkin patch, and my dog in a chicken costume. They came over for my grandpa's birthday and saw him open his new phone case. They saw that their pictures weren't on the case and got mad at me for not picking something off of their Instagrams like they told me to. I said that I sent 3 reminders to send me a picture with a clear warning that anyone that did not send me a picture would be replaced with a picture of the dog. They knew exactly what would happen. My grandpa finds it hilarious, but their parents are telling my parents that I kept them off the phone case on purpose, and they want me to apologize. Am I the asshole for replacing them with pictures of my dog because they never sent me a picture?
Yes, this person is an asshole. Sorry, this is so funny because
I love this.
They're kind of a diva in a way that I'm obsessed with, but at the same time, I'm like, you can just screenshot the Instagram. It's really not that big. Like they want to prove this point so badly. Like, okay, yes, you said that, but they said just take something from my Instagram. Like,
I don't care.
Yeah,
just go on there.
Just find whatever makes sense for the collage that you're creating.
I get that argument. But I also get the argument of like, I'm always the organizer.
Totally.
I'm always the one putting in the effort to like put this together. I'm the one making this phone case.
Just send me a picture.
The bare minimum.
Yeah.
Send me one picture you like.
Yeah.
Just one.
Totally.
I shouldn't have to make this phone case and go through the extra effort of tracking all your pictures down. And like, I get standing on principle. This person stood on business.
Sure. Yeah.
Because let me tell you, sending out this many reminders is way more effort than going to their Instagram and screenshotting.
Right.
So you didn't want peace. You knew what you were doing.
Exactly.
So revel in it. Revel in the fact that you caused chaos. You knew what you were doing.
This almost feels like, I think when you said, if you're always the organizer, like that kind of struck a chord with me in the sense of, okay, maybe this is not a one-off situation and that's why they're doing this. That's why they're like, okay, this is the time. It's gonna be pictures of my dogs. Like I am not bridging the gap. I'm not like, even though it would technically be easier for me to just do that.
Yeah.
Now, when I put myself in this situation, as I am wont to do in these stories, I would just take pictures from their Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
But
I know, but then I think I'm like, because I would probably do the same. And I'm like, is that the people pleaser in me?
I think.
What is that?
I think doing the dog is a petty move. But I think sometimes in relationships, you need to have a petty move for something to change. So that's why I'm like, I think it can depend based on their history.
Yeah.
Like, it is for their grandparents, so it's like, just do the pictures. But also, whatever.
But also, like, they didn't get him another gift by the sounds of it. So you just wanted to be included in their gift, not have to do any work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to go cry to your parents. You need to make them apologize to us because they put a picture of their dog instead of us. Grow up.
Yeah.
How old are you, little whiny bitches? Grow up. Send a fucking picture or don't cry that you're not on the phone case and get your grandpa something else. Go make him a custom blanket with your face on it.
I feel like I've been both people in this situation.
For sure.
I feel like I've been the person like trying to get everyone else to participate and been like, okay, I just need to do it. And then I've also been the person who would just probably be like, oh, just find a picture from my Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that both make sense. I think there's an unspoken history here of like, all right, I'm proving a point this time.
I've kind of gone through something with it like this with my cousins. Like I've started to like record my grandma, like I've set up a mic in front of her and I ask her all these questions and like this and that. And like I invited all of my cousins and my siblings to be there and like everyone come on and like ask grandma your questions.
That's such a good idea.
Beautiful time capsule for everyone. And no one made an effort to show up. So it's just me and my grandma, which I love. I value the time with her and like I'm doing it for me. But like, but I'm like, you guys like, there's going to be a day where you're sad you weren't involved. And like, that's on you.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of like this. Like, I wouldn't have sent out this many reminders. I would have been like, hey guys, putting together a phone case for grandpa. If you'd like to be included, send me a picture. If not, no worries.
But then I also think part of why it is the gift is because it's like going to be a phone case of all of his grandchildren. And like, that's kind of the point. And it's kind of funny to have it be a phone case of like, just one of your grandchildren and their dog.
The dog. Like, I know. I'm curious how many siblings. There's 9 of us. 9 total. So 6 were on it.
Okay.
3 were not.
Okay. That's funny. Yeah.
I wonder if the 3 were like all from the same like
family
side. Yeah, like the same like. Because then I'm like, are you all? Is that like little sector just kind of entitled? Like where they, what's their vibe? Where are they coming from?
Maybe they're entitled, but I could also see me doing this. Like, because I don't know, like, did they clarify, I'm not going to pick a photo from your Instagram, please just send me one? Or did they just keep saying?
They didn't respond.
Okay.
And then I sent out a text one day before. So that was like 2 weeks. Again, sent a text. And then they were like, pick one from my Instagram. OP didn't respond. And then sent out a 24-hour notice that anyone that did not send a picture within the next 24 hours would be replaced by the dog.
If I got that text, I would assume that they were just going to pick one from my Instagram, probably. See, unless they clearly said, like...
I would assume the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
If
I'd be like, I didn't send a picture, so I guess I'm going to be a dog.
I would be like, oh, well, I already responded to this and said pick one from my Instagram.
That is where communication breakdowns occur. You see it right there. Yeah. Both sides could have happened.
I think OP could be clear. I think OP could be like, please just send me one. Instead of sending the generic text to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But again,
right?
Do you have to be the organizer?
Yeah.
What do you think the overall vote on this one was?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the overall vote, I feel like it might have been torn. Maybe everyone's the ass? Everybody sucks here?
Overall vote, not the asshole.
Okay.
Top comment with 12K upvotes.
Wow.
Grandpa liked it. That's all that matters.
True.
Not the asshole. Exactly. If Grandpa's happy, then mission accomplished. This, and it's not your fault that some people can't follow instructions. Next comment, or are too lazy. Next comment down, wants the credit, but won't lift a finger. Literally a finger on the keyboard. Problem solved. They couldn't do it. Did you ever read the story, The Little Red Hen?
Mm-mm.
This pisses me off because it feels like it's my life sometimes, especially when I go back to Minnesota and it's like me and Justin working on the farm and no one's helping.
Yeah.
So the little red hen, cute little hen, she lives with a bunch of other animals around her. And she said, can anyone help me? Like, sow my field. I need to till the field.
Mm-hmm.
I want to plant corn. No, I'm too busy. Okay, next. She does it herself. Okay, can anyone help me plant the corn? No, I'm too busy. Wah. Excuses.
But once there's beautiful corn, everybody wants a bite.
She gets the corn. No one helps harvest it. She uses the corn to make cornbread, or it's wheat. She makes bread at the end.
Yep.
And everyone starts smelling that fresh bread. Can I have a piece? No, bitches. Where were you when I needed help tilling the field, planting the wheat, harvesting the wheat, making the bread?
Yeah.
It's got a little red hen.
I agree, and I see it. I think where my hang up is coming from is just I would have liked clearer communication of I'm not going to pick a photo from your Instagram, because I think if I got that text, I would just be like, oh, they're just still sending out the generic text to the other people who haven't responded. But I did respond, and I said, pick a photo from my Instagram. But I also think I love the pettiness of just like doing the dog despite it all.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm on board with not the asshole. I get it. I like it.
Yeah.
I know some of you out there have similar stories. Please comment them. Please give me some tea.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own family drama. You know, we should all just share in the chaos together.
Story?
Yeah, we're moving on to the next one. Michaela's got one ready for us.
Wow. Okay. Which one shall I do? There are so many.
You surprise us.
Have you seen the ex-wife suing in legal advice?
No.
Okay. Let me know. It's 2 days old. From r/legal advice.
I love legal advice.
I know. I was looking at this one for the completely unique experiences, because I was like, I feel like if people are going to legal advice, they might have a situation that's like, I don't know if anyone's been in this situation. What do I do?
Did you see the one about the kid on the fountain?
No.
Okay. I love legal advice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do, though. Like, would you get annoyed with a whole legal advice theme? Because they're so petty and like trivial problems, but like they're crazy. Like tree restitution, that's a Wild West world.
I like those stories, so I feel like other people might too.
Let me know.
Okay, the title. My ex's ex-wife is suing me in his bankruptcy case because he gave me a lot of money when we were together.
My ex's ex-wife
is suing me in his bankruptcy case because he gave me money when we were together.
This is some petty, this is drama. This is tea.
I started dating this guy in 2023 after meeting him on Tinder. Everything was totally normal. Trips, family dinners, even time with his kids. During our relationship, he offered to help me pay for a cosmetic procedure. I didn't ask, beg, or pressure him. I have texts where he said he wanted to spoil me and help with my, quote, endeavors. He had already been divorced for a year when I met him. I even met his ex-wife and her boyfriend when we picked up the kids sometimes. Fast forward, 2 years after we broke up, he's now in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, and his ex-wife just filed an adversary complaint against me, claiming he fraudulently transferred about $36,000 to me to hide money from her and his creditors. The court paperwork says I have 35 days from being served to file an answer or motion, and there's a pre-trial hearing in December. I've got tons of proof, texts, screenshots, receipts, and photos showing we had a legit relationship.
Yeah.
Has anyone been through something like this? What happens if I prove it was a genuine gift? I'm calling lawyers tomorrow, but I'd love to hear if anyone's dealt with something similar or has insight into what to expect.
This is crazy.
I know.
I mean, it makes sense, but like also you guys were already divorced, so I'm not sure. It's so interesting. The mind of a lawyer.
I know.
To like have all this and you're like, well, then there was like torts this and there was a previous case like this. My first thought though, there's certain laws in states with how much you can gift people each year.
Yeah.
So even him gifting her $36,000, technically she might have had to have paid taxes on that. Well, I'm pretty sure you can only gift like $16,000 a year to someone.
I don't think he gave her $36,000 cash. I think that includes the cost of the procedure.
Yeah, but it still was like he didn't.
And this
pay,
is in Indiana.
He didn't pay the surgeon. Like he didn't just go and be like, I'll pay the surgeon. Like he transferred it to her.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Then she paid the surgeon. But like it's incoming, so it looks like a gift versus if he just would have paid the surgeon.
I don't think we know for sure which way they did it though.
Oh,
so I don't know, because I feel like I've seen like the spouse or like the partner, like the boyfriend go with them to the appointment and then they go and like handle the finances of it after.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
I'm curious.
My first reaction is like, why would you be liable for that? Because she's worried she's going to have to like now pay that money back, which is mostly for like not even like a gift that she could give back.
No.
You know, it's this like intangible, like this was
a
procedure. I can't take the implants. I'm assuming it's implants. I can't take the implants out and then give them to you and now it's worth the money that it was.
I was envisioning BBL. I was like, she can't, I mean, she could suck that fat out, but wouldn't really do anything.
Right.
It has nothing, well, it's like it has nothing to do with her. Like she wasn't trying to hide the money. It was a gift. So I think like it's one of those things you'd file a motion for dismissal based on this.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do have to go to court, like you take all this evidence and you go to court and you say, hey, no, like, sorry, this was a gift for me to get my boobs done or this blah, 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 blah. And like, I don't know if you necessarily would even need to disclose because that's like HIPAA. That's your personal private medical information. You could be like, no, this was a gift that he paid for my surgery.
Yeah.
It was not him hiding money. Here is the text showing him wanting to spoil me and support me in my endeavors.
Yeah.
And here is a receipt from XYZ, my surgeon.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a judge would just look at this and be like, yeah, no, he wasn't trying to hide money. It clearly went somewhere.
Yeah.
Right there.
One of the comments in bankruptcy, there is something called a fraudulent conveyance, which is an asset transfer that occurs too close to the time of bankruptcy. And creditors or the court can claim the transfer was done to remove those assets from the rightful creditor of the estate. The typical look-back time is 2 years, and there is an additional state statute in Indiana that permits a 10-year look-back period if it is more beneficial to the bankruptcy estate. OP, this is no joke, and there is a lot of wrong information in this thread. You could be forced to return the money. You need to find a lawyer to respond to this.
That's so crazy.
I know. It's one thing, like, if he gave her a really expensive, like, diamond necklace, and it's like, okay, I will return the necklace to you.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But to put the money into a procedure.
It's literally in your body. Like, you put it in your body.
Right. So now you would have to come up with the cash when you never even, like, got the cash, really.
Well, and here's the hard part. It's like his intention might not have been so, let me support you, babe.
Right.
His intention might have been like, I'm filing for bankruptcy soon anyways.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of some of this cash.
It's totally
possible.
possible.
Let me make sure my ex-wife doesn't get this. Fuck her.
Yes.
Like, he could have had those intentions.
Yeah.
But she didn't know that.
Right.
So he should be at fault to pay back the estate that amount that he shouldn't have given. But like, it is interesting that someone, a third party, like seemingly uninvolved, could be affected so greatly.
Right, because she didn't conspire. I understand why this law exists. Like, it does make sense that someone could be like, oh, let me hide this money because I'm going to have to split it anyway eventually, or let me do this, or I'm declaring bankruptcy anyway, so let me just spend all this money on these things. And it is 2 years before declaring bankruptcy, so it kind of makes sense that that could have been his intention.
For sure.
But then again, it's like, she didn't know that. She thought she was just dating this really generous guy who wanted to do things. And it's like, how do I get you that money back? Like, I maybe wouldn't have even done that if you hadn't offered to pay for it.
That's crazy. And I wonder if it like, if there's any different implications in court because it's like, it wasn't a gift per se. Like, she doesn't have the cash in her account.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I don't know, like, do medical procedures have a different precedent? Like, because it's medical?
Yeah, it sounds more complicated than like a necklace or a car or like something else could have been.
Dude, this is crazy. Is there any update?
Let me see.
Oh my God.
Well, it is only 2 days old. So I do think
I feel like we'll get one, don't you?
Yeah, OP has responded a couple times. So they did say he did transfer money to her as well. So that gift isn't the only thing.
Well, that's probably going to have to go back, girl.
Yeah, because this is downvoted. It's negative 48 points. They said, he did transfer a lot of money to me, but I didn't force him to. I have text to prove that, and he even told me he would have given me more if he's not giving his ex-wife money, because they had an agreement that he will pay her X amount of money a month. But I keep on saying I'm very thankful for what he gives me.
Yeah, no, that money's going to have to go back.
I think it's
the fact that he even said, like, I wish I could give you more if it weren't for my stupid ex.
But I think, yeah, and I think from her perspective, though, it's like, okay, like, this is the amount he has to give his ex. Anything he gives me is separate from that because he's going to hit that, what he agreed to give his ex.
Yeah.
I don't think OP is at fault. And I think this is an easy situation to accidentally fall into. If someone's like giving you money, you're not thinking like, oh, in 2 years, am I going to have to come up with this money again? Like, no, you're spending that on things you wouldn't usually buy. You're going on vacation. You're getting an Xbox. Like,
I wonder how much money it was.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking 100K?
I think the total was 36,000, like including the procedure and the money that he gave her.
That's a decent chunk of change.
I know.
It's like that's someone's salary.
But you wouldn't expect someone like giving you money. You're not thinking like, oh, I might have to give this back in 2 years.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
And you're not prepared for that either. Because it's like it could have been towards something you never would have bought yourself because you couldn't afford it. But because they were offering this to you as a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a real interesting one.
I know. We'll check back for updates on that one.
Wow. I am deeply unsettled.
It's only 2 days old. So.
What else do you have over there? You keep going.
I've got stories.
Yeah, you keep going.
I've got freaking stories.
Oh my God. I'm just sitting here just like, that was horrible. Do we have any lawyers? Can some lawyers bring me peace at least in the comments?
Yeah, it's in Indiana, if that's at all helpful for the lawyers. I think, I'm hoping that, but she's going to have to pay lawyer fees anyway. So it's not like she's getting out of this without having to pay anything.
No.
Yeah.
She's not getting off scot-free.
Okay, this one is sort of just interesting.
I'm intrigued.
It's 7 days old.
Okay.
It's from r/off my chest. Mm-hmm. The title is, I've been dumpster diving for 6 months and I'm happier than I've ever been, but I can't tell anyone.
I love this. I love this already.
I know. About 6 months ago, I was walking home from work late at night and saw someone pulling stuff out of a dumpster behind a furniture store. At first, I thought they were homeless, but then I saw them load everything into a nice SUV and drive off. I was curious, so I looked in the dumpster myself, and there was this perfectly good wooden chair just sitting there, like nothing wrong with it at all. I took it home, and now it's my favorite chair in my apartment. That started everything. Now I go diving maybe 3 times a week, usually behind retail stores and grocery stores. The amount of perfectly good stuff that gets thrown away is absolutely insane. I've furnished half of my apartment. I get most of my groceries this way, sealed packages that are past sell-by date but still totally fine. I even found a working Nikon camera last month. But the thing is, I can't tell anyone. My family would be horrified. My coworkers would probably think I'm disgusting. My friends would look at me different.
Nah.
So I just lie about where I get stuff. Oh, this lamp? Got it at a thrift store. And don't get me wrong, I have a stable job and have money aside from steak. I just love the absolute thrill I get from finding stuff. I just wish I could be open about it without people judging me. It makes me sad that I have to hide something that genuinely makes me happy and keeps so much waste out of landfills.
Yes.
Sometimes I want to tell my mom about the cool stuff I find, but I know she'd freak out.
No, tell her.
This is just inspiring.
Drop a pin, I'll come with you. I love this.
Yeah.
Capitalism is like actually crazy to me. Like, how much shit we throw away.
Yeah.
Like, I watch dumpster dive videos on TikTok of people going to like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, PetSmart. The PetSmart ones, you guys, this is the most fucked up shit I've ever seen. Maybe it wasn't PetSmart, allegedly. Some pet store, some big pet chain, allegedly. And these people start dumpster diving. They find birds that are alive in the dumpster. They find fish that are still alive. Like, this pet store was throwing out fucking animals.
Oh my God.
Because they weren't selling. And it's like, what the fuck? You'll see like all these other stores, new items, and they'll like Sharpie across them so they're destroyed. So someone can't dumpster dive. Like, they're starting to cut shit up.
That's
like,
so fucked up because it's like, this doesn't hurt anybody.
No.
I've obviously heard about dumpster diving, but in my mind, it was always like behind grocery stores. I never thought like behind a furniture store, they might be throwing out furniture in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Or like a Petco or like Home, like all of these different places. I never even considered that was an option.
Because it's better in the trash than like deeply discounting it.
Yeah.
Like, there's stuff that gets thrown away that is like brand new, perfect condition, clearly. Like, it's insane to me. And I just saw this video the other day of this girl who was like dumpster diving, and someone from the store came out and she's like, you better leave or I'm going to call the cops. And all of a sudden you see a cop in the dumpster handing her something. And then she just goes quiet. And I'm like, I don't know if this is AI.
That might be AI.
Am I getting pranked? I'm going to find it. I'll insert it here for you guys. But I was like, yes, girl. Like,
you have 5 minutes, 2 minutes to put this stuff back or I call the cops. Call the cops. This is theft.
Get it.
Is it illegal?
This is a legal advice question. I'm not sure because in the comments on that post, someone was like, if it's in the dumpster, it's regarded as trash and therefore not property any longer. But if the dumpster is on private property, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's where I get confused.
Because you definitely can't go through other people's trash. Like if I was on my street and I like opened up one of my neighbor's trash cans, even if it was on the side of the road, like, but I know people do that sometimes to like recycle bottles.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like people that go through our neighborhood with like a bike and take all the bottles.
But then it's like, is that legal though that they're doing that? I actually have done that before with my brother. When he was in high school, he would have me go get the.
Oh my gosh. Okay. In the United States, okay, this is again, quick Google. In the United States, going through someone's trash is generally legal if the trash is on the curb or in a public area, but it can be illegal if local ordinances prohibit it or if the trash is on private property. And this is coming from a U.S. Supreme Court ruling in the 1988 case California versus Greenwood. The Supreme Court established that individuals do not have a reasonable expectation of privacy for garbage left for collection in public areas, e.g. the curb.
Okay. And then
I think that's like more so search though from law enforcement.
Right. But is trash in the back of like a retail store? Because that's not, is that still private property? It's not private property in the same sense of a home, right?
I think if it's in like a
commercial property.
Commercial shopping center.
Yeah.
Like the shopping center is private property for the owner. And I guess if they have a lease, then maybe. Dude, we need like a phone a lawyer button.
Yeah, we need someone like who sits behind the chairs and just pops up.
A little lawyer. Just a little lawyer hiding back there.
It's not exactly the same as dumpster diving, but I remember when I would like help my brother and sister move from like dorm to dorm or like house to house in college. It would always be like the last week of college. So many of the students would leave a bunch of furniture on the curb because they were either like going home for the summer or like moving. And like if you just drove through the college towns week, there'd be so much stuff out on the curb.
That's huge in Boston. Yeah. New York, people go trash day and like go through streets of New York and people throw away art. And there's one girl I saw, she found like a $5,000 like vintage something or other. And I'm like, oh my God. Like,
oh yeah, those videos go viral. There was like that blue bubble couch that one time that went viral that someone found on the street. That was like a $14,000 designer couch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it had a stain and they just like fixed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are all worried. They're like, what about lice? And it's like, well, that's her problem. But she found a $14,000 couch. There's another influencer I saw who found this like famous cow painting on the curb. That's worth thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Like someone's trash is truly someone else's treasure.
Yeah, many people's treasure.
So that's
OP doesn't have any responses. I think they made this throwaway account because they just wanted to like share it
there. What were the comments saying? Were they like, you go, girl?
Yeah, no, the comments were very supportive.
I think that's
people
so cool.
sharing similar stories.
Oh, food waste. That's another thing that pisses me off. Grocery stores throwing away food that could just go to other people.
Yeah. Someone got a legitimate Coach bag from doing this. I've gotten tables in perfect conditions, cat trees with little to no damage. As long as you aren't breaking any laws to do it, dive away. And also watch out for bed bugs. Make sure you treat all the shit you get before bringing it inside. Be cautious with anything upholstered.
I just heard about book lice recently.
I've never heard about book lice.
If you bring a vintage used whatever book into your home, you're supposed to freeze it first because apparently there's book lice. And if you don't do that, it can infect all your other books.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just learned this.
Okay.
The Coach story. My mom used to work for a certain purse brand.
Certain purse brand.
And they had a policy where if like your purse didn't uphold to the guarantee, they would take it, give you a new purse. And the reasons people would bring these purses back, like they fucking scratched it.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't withhold up to your guarantee. So my mom would be expected to take it back because that's their policy. And they wanted them to like cut them up. Just cut them up and throw them away.
That's so fucked up.
Just cut it up. It's like, why aren't you donating them? Why aren't you doing something? Why aren't you repurposing the leather? So Coach has since come out with a program called like Coach Rebag or something like that. And they actually are using old leather scraps or extra scraps or repurposed bags. And they are now making them into something new.
That makes so much more sense.
I don't know if they're still also cutting.
Yeah, I don't know.
If they did
Someone tell us if you work at in a nice bag store what the policies you're experiencing are.
It's just insane. Like, but that's capitalism. That's just like, we're so wasteful.
Yeah, it's funny that this person thinks that like everyone in their lives would be disgusted by this. I feel like
this is cool.
My mom would maybe be like, you're doing what? But then if I showed her what I got, she'd be like, oh, all right. Like,
cool.
Okay, just be careful.
That's sick. Don't get arrested.
Do you think anyone in your life would be like upset about you dumpster diving?
No one would be surprised if I told them I'm dumpster diving. No one in my life would be like shocked at all.
They'd be like, there she go.
There Morgan goes again. Scrappy little DIYer. Like, they would not bat an eye at me. No.
Yeah.
No. I think this is cool.
All right. Happy for them.
Happy for them.
Glad that's
Anyone else dumpster dives? Let us know the best thing you've got. I just want your input so much on this episode. Just talk to me.
Yes.
Talk to me. Let's see what else I got for us here. So this is coming from r/Am I Overreacting? 2 days old, titled, Am I Overreacting for Snapping at My Friend After She Joked That I'm Only Engaged Because My Fiance Settled?
Oh.
I, 30 female, got engaged 3 months ago to my fiance, 32 male. My best friend, Jenna, 29 female, has always been a little competitive, but lately she's been extra weird about my engagement. Last weekend, a few of us were out for drinks, and one of our mutual friends asked how wedding planning was going. I was mid-sentence when Jenna interrupted and said, quote, I still can't believe he proposed. Honestly, I thought he was way out of your league.
Oh my God.
Everyone laughed awkwardly, and I tried to laugh too, but I felt humiliated. Then she added, quote, I mean, no shade. You got lucky. Some guys settle down once they realize perfection isn't real.
What the hell?
I froze. Later that night, I told her that comment was mean, and she rolled her eyes and said I was too sensitive and can't take a joke. I told her that real friends don't make jokes that sting like that and left early. She's been telling people I ruined the night over nothing. Am I overreacting for calling her out and leaving?
No, that's so fucking mean.
This is not your friend.
No, I hate when we have like these friends trying to humble you stories because it's like, and was she joking?
No.
Like, I don't know how that could even come across as a joke.
I mean, no. I'm like trying to like the first one, like first sentence. I still can't believe he proposed. Honestly, I thought he was way out of your league.
Right. I guess if that's how you talk to each other, like maybe there's a world in which if you have a very obviously sarcastic tone, it's like, haha, like, but
yeah, I'm not gathering that.
I'm not getting that, especially from then following up again and making the exact same joke again. It's like, all right, you believe this.
And that's the thing too with the second one. It's like, usually people like, you love your friends, you're hyping your friends up. You're like, oh my God,
he's so
girl.
lucky. Yeah.
He's so lucky.
Yeah.
You're out of his league. You're such a catch. Like, that's usually the best friend role.
Right.
But then to follow it up with, I mean, no shade, you got lucky. It has nothing to do with how good of a person you are and how much he loves you. It's just luck.
Yeah.
He's settling. Because some guys settle down once they realize perfection isn't real.
That's insane. I would be like, well, you are perfect, actually. My friend is perfect. So why would I ever say that? Yeah.
So you think think I'm like garbage? Like, what are you saying about me? Why are we friends? If you think so little of me and you have so much disdain for me, why are we friends?
Sometimes with things like this, I'm like, there's no way that this person has never made nasty comments before. But then it's also like perhaps the engagement is bringing this out for the first time. I guess that sometimes happens too, where it's like, if this friend is maybe used to sort of being, you know, the more dominant one, or like the one who has better relationships, or
the
whatever.
one that gets more attention.
Yeah, but then like the roles switch, and now it's the other friend. It's like, now that dynamic is in peril, you start to see a completely different side of that person.
Well, and she's grasping, right? Like, she's not engaged. She's not with someone by the sounds of it. So it's like, oh, my friend is doing better than me. My friend got a hot guy. She doesn't deserve that hot guy.
Yeah.
I deserve that hot guy.
Yeah.
She's deeply insecure.
Then you just find someone who will settle. Like, I don't know.
That's what I would have clapped back with. I would have been like,
how haven't you found someone then?
Literally. Like, I can't wait to see who settles for you.
Yes. Get her ass.
Like, at that point, it doesn't pay to be quiet. As like much as I don't like fighting fire with fire, like, and this is why I want to go to improv class. I just want to like be able to be a little quicker in my own brain.
Yeah.
And think outside the box. I'm just really nervous because I don't like public things like that. Ugh. But I just like think that being silent with someone like this isn't going to pay. But like, I really think you need to look in the mirror and be like, is this someone you want in your life anymore? Yeah. Like, especially wedding planning. Is this someone you want standing by your side knowing that they think so little of you?
And I do think if she had been able to clap back like that, like the things you said, then if that girl got upset about it, you'd be like, oh, if you were just joking, I was just joking too. And why is it hurting you? I said half of what you said, and that wasn't funny, you know? Like,
that's just a joke.
Throw it back.
This one pisses me off.
Yeah.
Top comment. That girl clearly shares a sense of resentment towards you, and the secret animosity is clear. All caps. She is not your friend. Drop her.
Yeah, I've recently been just so shocked at how, like, you can be friends with someone for so long, or other people can know someone for so long, and then, like, one thing, like getting engaged or starting to do well in their career or anything, can, like, bring out a side of that person that you never would have expected, never saw coming.
Yeah.
I feel like I see this in reality shows a lot. I don't know. Like, I'm watching Selling Sunset right now because the new season just dropped. And some of the women are like, I've been friends with her for 10 years. And the way she's acting on this show is like,
so different.
Not the person I know. And I've seen that on like the Real Housewives shows too. And it's like, people can be put in a new situation that like is outside of their like groove and like outside of the way that they usually handle things. And it's like, oh, now you're not even someone I recognize.
No, and there's like a certain mob mentality, or like a person who maybe hasn't gotten attention or power gets that. And then it's like, whoa, that went to their head.
Yeah.
The new Selling Sunset drama that's coming out right now is insane. Like, Chrishell just dropping receipts.
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it yet. I'm on episode 2.
I don't think it's in the show.
Oh.
It's been happening now that the season's dropped. Like, there's stuff that like other people, Emma, is saying, and Chrishell is like, that is not the case.
Wow.
You want to know what's true? And Chrishell is like dropping receipt after receipt
in on that
on her Instagram story.
Yeah. It's so tough. But honestly,
crazy.
It's like, is this at the end of the day a good thing that it's like now you see how this friend acts when you're doing well?
Cut her off.
Like, finally you're seeing how they would feel about supporting you in your best moment. And it sucks because they were probably a good, normal friend in every other situation.
Yeah.
But if they don't get happy for your success, it's like, what's the point?
Exactly. There's another comment here. Not overreacting. This friend is a fucking snake.
Yeah.
I also hate when people say no shade, because you know the next thing out of their face is going to be toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
Next comment down. Methinks you're doing a disservice to snakes, my friend. But anyway, time to cut off this girl. Next comment. Hey, don't insult snakes.
Yeah.
Basically being like, this girl is worse than a snake.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, you know who she is now. and she fucking sucks.
People are also like, if she's saying this to your face, what's she saying behind your back?
Yeah.
People are like, and by people, I mean me in my head. I'm like, I'm kind of worried. I would go so far as to say, like, I wouldn't trust her around your fiance.
Yeah.
And if your fiance chose to cheat on you with her, then that is a problem with him as well. But she's giving very vindictive.
Yeah.
I'm going to slither
she's in competition
energy.
with you for some reason.
And I had a friend like that. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Not fun. Not worth it at all. Ugh.
2 big thumbs down to her.
I know. There's no updates from OP. No.
You said this was like 5.
No other comments.
2 days
old.
Wow.
So I have a feeling we're going to get
an
a
update.
thing. I'm going to send them a message and be like, hi, update me. Update me. But that's all I got with Michaela.
Wow.
I want to punch in one more story just so you guys get a little bit of extra length, for the first one. But
what a great episode. Those were great stories.
I know. Wait till they see the unique experience.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Because my tabs right here, they're ready for you guys. They're ready. But okay, thank you guys for being here. We'll see who I patch in. Okay, so one last story for us here.
We changed outfits.
Well, Michaela did. I'm wearing the same thing because I was
really?
going to get my full use out of this. And I get in that mood with clothes. If I get something new, I wear it like nonstop for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like I wash it and like it's not gross, but I got this from Viore and I'm just obsessed.
Okay, not an ad, but everything
so
I've gotten
comfy.
from Viore is like actually such nice quality and looks so cute. I need to get stuff from them again, but it is really expensive. It's like, ugh.
It's an investment.
Black Friday's
The
coming
leggings,
up though.
they do have good Black Friday deals actually too. And like the leggings really last. This Sherpa fleece thing really lasts. I got another version of it probably 4 or 5 years ago now in green. Still looks the same. Like I put them side by side and it looks the same.
Sponsored you hot takes, Viore.
I know I've had a Viore sponsorship in the past. Yeah, I work with them on Clues too. So they're great. But like I truly just keep wearing this because I love it. So this last story for us, I did tease it on the full episode on this theme. It is coming from r/relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It is titled, My brother-in-law, 34 male, invited me, 27 female, and my husband, 29 male, to an orgy.
Ugh.
This happened yesterday. We went to my in-laws' house to celebrate my father-in-law's birthday. The entire family was there, including my brother-in-law and his wife. Now, everyone knows that they're in an open marriage and they're a part of a swingers club. They're very open about this. I never had an issue with that, and neither did my husband. But we never had an interest in this sort of thing at all. So imagine my surprise when my brother-in-law, after making some small talk, told me that he was organizing a small orgy with a couple of friends and they needed 2 more people. And what do you know? Me and his brother were the perfect couple for it. I never in my life have felt so uncomfortable as I did in that moment. I thought that maybe he was joking, but he was completely serious. I told him that no, we weren't interested, but he just said to keep an open mind and that I should talk to my husband before giving an answer. After that, I just avoided both him and his wife, and to be honest, I didn't enjoy much of the celebration. I just kept thinking about what had happened. I don't think anyone heard because there was a lot of noise and I was making my way back to the living room when he showed up. There wasn't any alcohol around the house since my father-in-law has had issues with it in the past, so I couldn't even blame the situation on my brother-in-law being drunk. I still haven't told my husband about it because I don't know if I should. They both barely have a relationship due to some conflicts in the past, and I said very clearly that we weren't interested. So that should be enough, right?
Okay, half of why this is weird is incesty. Like, why would you want your brother at your orgy?
I think he just wants to have sex with the wife.
Okay, and that's what I was going to say is the other half, it reminds me of the anatomy textbook photographer of like wanting to see a specific person naked and just being like, oh, like there's this big thing. We're all doing it. Like you should be there. You guys should be there. But it's like specifically because he wants to, ew.
Finding a convenient excuse. But like husband would still go and maybe his wife wants to have sex with his brother. I don't know. I do think it's kind of weird though. Like should I tell my husband? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you should tell your husband. That's his brother approaching you for an orgy. Like,
right. That's just a fancy way of saying that he has to have sex with you.
He would want to know. And like, if I found out that Justin had kept me in the dark about something as big and serious as that, I'd feel hurt. Like, why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you come to me?
Well, also, I don't know if I'm like thinking too much into this small point, but him saying like, oh, you should talk to your husband about it before just saying no. It's like, has he talked to the brother about this? Like, have there been any discussions between them about this where it's like, oh, actually, yeah, like we just need to convince her? Like, I don't know if that's the case, but why is he like confident that like talking to the brother will get her more in the realm of wanting to do it? So I would want to talk to him just to make sure he isn't okay with this.
Yeah, that's a really good point because it's like, oh, no, well, talk to your husband. Talk to your husband. It's like,
see what he says.
It's like, is this a setup?
Yeah.
Is this a setup and like this is how they're doing it? It's interesting, though, that the brother-in-law would be the one to broach the subject versus like her husband.
Right.
Because like obviously she would be more comfortable if he was the one to bring this up.
Or even like the wife of the brother-in-law would be less... I don't know. It's
less
still
odd.
All weird.
I know.
But to like hear that from your brother-in-law is insane. And I'd be so uncomfortable being at any family gathering after that.
I would too. Top comment, why wouldn't you tell your husband? And OP responds, I don't want to create another fight between him and his brother, especially after 3 years of peace.
I don't know about that.
Someone goes, yeah, wow. Tip of the hat to you for keeping your cool amidst a bucket of crazy. However, despite being insanely uncomfortable, it seems like you do need to discuss this with your husband, not to reconsider your answer in the slightest, but your husband should be aware that this happened. After all, your brother-in-law's next conversation with him might be, well, so given it any further thought, what? You know what? The orgy. And then it goes downhill from there. Letting him be blindsided on that is no bueno. Also, there's also the matter that this is kind of an unwanted sexual advance on both of you. God damn, this is weird.
Yes. It's very inappropriate. It's sort of like a theme of people using some kind of excuse where it's like, oh, now it's not sexual harassment because I have a textbook I'm making, or there's like an orgy where a bunch of people will be there. Like, it's just the same thing as being like, I want to have sex with you. It's ridiculous.
It's weird.
It's so inappropriate.
And to involve his brother. Like, there's a comment here, one of the top ones. He invited his own brother to an orgy? That's next level weird. And like,
to his own orgy.
I don't know. Like, how
many people are going to be there?
I don't know. It's a small orgy. What's small? 6?
So you're
8?
like
10.
So you're like 4, 6. So you're like 2/3 of the people there? If it's like a 6-person orgy?
Nope.
No, it's not. It would even be weird if he was like, oh, like there's this orgy, we're not going to it, but I think you'd like it. Because it's still like, I'm not interested in that. Like, don't talk to me about sex.
Nope. This is weird.
I don't like it. I'm not.
Well, we do get an update.
Thank God. This is one that you really want an update for.
I decided to give an update since we've officially reached the end of the mess from the first post. I told my husband shortly after I posted the story here because I was feeling very anxious and he was going to pick up on that. Anyways, I don't think I have to say that my husband was livid. I've never seen him like that before. And honestly, you did, because our heads went to a not so good place. So I'm glad that was his reaction.
Thank God. But that's what I would want to like see just to make sure.
Yeah, I need to see it.
Yeah.
After a lot of talking, I ended up learning a lot about the relationship between him and brother-in-law. To keep things short, brother-in-law is a huge asshole who has ruined relationships for my husband in the past. The only reason he didn't ruin ours was because my husband put a lot of distance between himself and his own family. His family, by the way, always chalked it up to sibling rivalry and never did anything to help. So I don't blame him. It's giving sabotage.
Yeah.
What happened after? My husband called brother-in-law and asked him to not contact us anymore. He only wanted him to apologize to me for dragging me into this. Brother-in-law denied his request, saying it was just a joke and that I should be able to take one like a grown-up. He hung up on us, and that was that for a few days until we received a call from my mother-in-law, who was very angry.
At them?
Brother-in-law had told her and my father-in-law what had happened and that he was very upset that he couldn't even make jokes without my husband making a big deal out of it. So mother-in-law was calling to say that we and my brother-in-law's family weren't going to be invited to family gatherings anymore until everything was solved. I told my husband about the call, and he was surprisingly calm this time around, saying that it was the usual behavior and that if I wanted to, he would make an effort, but he didn't care very much. At this point, I was angry myself because I never saw this behavior in his family before, and it was extremely frustrating. I told him not to bother and that it would be up to him to decide. We kept mostly to ourselves since nobody reached out to us either until Monday, when my father-in-law called us to say that brother-in-law was invited to spend Christmas with the family because his wife was pregnant. He only wanted to make sure.
Sorry, that's
that was my exact thought, and I was gonna get into the logistics of that. Is it your baby? Is it one of your swinging buddies' babies? How do you know? If you're in a swinging club like that, do you say no DNA test? It's my baby either way? I would like to know. If you got personal experience, let me know.
I guess maybe they use protection with everyone else, but I don't know.
Not each other.
But you still can't be 100% sure.
Can't be sure. He only wanted to make sure that we knew this because he didn't want us showing up to, quote, ruin everyone's good time. Me and my husband ended up laughing about it later because it was so absurd, but I noticed that it has taken a toll on my husband's mood, and I'm debating suggesting therapy for him because I feel like there's a lot he doesn't feel comfortable telling me. We're going to spend Christmas with my parents, and I hope my husband will be able to tune out from this entire situation and have a good time.
That sucks so bad because it's like, why is everyone taking this other guy's side? And like, did he say exactly what he said to her? Because there's no way I would have interpreted that as a joke, especially when she turned it down. That could have been his opportunity to be like, haha, sorry, that was a bad joke. Like, that was just a joke. But instead he was like, oh no, like think about it. Like, talk to your husband about it.
He clearly wasn't joking.
Yeah.
Clearly not a joke. I wonder how he manipulated it to his mom and dad.
Because how do you hear he propositioned my wife into going to an orgy with them, and you're like, you're going to ruin all of our family gatherings now because you can't take a joke. Like, I don't know how anyone could take that side.
How is it a joke? Please explain to me.
Yeah.
And what did he say to them? Like, Mom, I just said like she should join us at one of our swingers parties. Ha ha.
And she got so offended.
She's such a prude. No, like you literally said, come to this orgy.
Come to our orgy.
We think you would be the perfect couple. Please think about it.
So gross.
Yeah, no, it's not a joke. Clearly, like the family's got some toxic dynamics. I wouldn't be surprised if his wife isn't actually pregnant. They're just using it as a ploy to go to the holiday celebrations.
Yeah.
Maybe she is pregnant. Families are weird. They'll forgive a lot of shit when a baby gets involved and they want access to the child. So, just weird. I think better off keeping some distance anyways.
And I understand the wife's inclination to like not want the brothers to fight anymore and to be like, oh, they finally have peace and that's been really nice for him. But then it's like, ultimately, if someone sucks, like, it's better to know that they suck. Like, at a certain point when you remove those people from your life, it's like, yeah, it's sad, but that might be what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Tough.
It's super strange.
Yeah. There's hidden sexual harassment everywhere for those who have eyes to see.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's quite wild. We've had a quite wild
what a day.
Assortment of stories here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well,
condolences to all those involved.
Seriously. Thank you guys for being here another month on Patreon. I hope this was a great first bonus episode. 2 more coming your way, a wedding one with Justin, and I'm not sure who my third guest for the month will be, but it's going to be a good one. I've kind of got the theme already rolling with some extra bruh stories, some extra unique experiences stories, and I just started a theme on Instagram. I have like Instagram folders. I feel like I've told you guys that before. But I'm starting a theme with Lauren based on something she said in the Bruh episode that the people are ill. So that's going to be a theme we've got soon. So I've kind of got a bunch of stories that are just so good. And I want to make sure they get told now versus wait to try to put them in a theme. So that's going to be the third unhinged bonus episode for the month. So I hope to see you all there. I've got some really cool guests coming up soon. We'll see you. We'll see you around the river bend.
Yes, and the block maybe.
The block. That's the fucking just around the river bend. I don't know where that got
I like that too.
in my head from. Okay, well, I'm gonna go take a nap now. Love you guys.
Bye.